Hi, Romans here and welcome to another music review. I review every album from a viewpoint of a musician, as I'm a singer, songwriter and a bass player from our own group Jakobay, and we have released our debut album called Pursuits in Life. What makes it unique is that it's a heavy prog rock without guitars. Instead you have drums, bass, saxophone and keyboards. You can check out two of our music videos on my YouTube channel. We're building our monument and Fake the New Kind of Beauty, and also a studio live take of Away Till Pose. And in the description of all these videos you will find all the information about where is the record available. It's available on all digital platforms like Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, iTunes, Amazon, Bandcamp, but also in this digipack version of a CD with a very beautifully illustrated 20 pages long booklet. So in case you want one, all you need to do is contact me via an email, on Facebook or on Instagram, or you can get one through Bandcamp. And today I'm going to review the new album from Harem Scarem, Change the World.
Music review. Music review.
I love Harem Scarem. Pete Lesperance is one of the best guitar players ever, in my opinion. Harry Hess is also a fantastic singer, and together they make for one of the best songwriting duos in music. I just love these guys because they've delivered so much great music over the years and didn't get even 1% of the recognition they should deserve. Also very interesting about Harem Scarem is that if you take their first 4 albums, it basically sounds like 4 different bands. They were going through quite a lot of changes just as the music scene was going at that time. Their first album, the debut from 1991, is like melodic rock / AOR. Then the follow-up record, Mood Swings, is much heavier, much harder and much more versatile. That's actually one of my all-time favorite records because it's just so great. After that, with Voice of Reason from 1995, they made a very dark, slow album that went anywhere from prog rock to avant-garde and art rock. It was a record that didn't have very catchy melodies as opposed to the previous album, so many of their fans didn't really get the album or liked it. And then they hopped on the alternative wagon or alternative train with their records like Karma Cleansing and The Big Bang Theory. In the late 90s and early 2000s they changed their name to Rubber and released 2 albums that were more in the style of like English teenager pop rock. And with their Weight of the World album from 2003 they kind of found their style, their sound and their approach towards songwriting, where they kept writing very catchy, very radio friendly commercial tracks, but not in a bad way. Actually, these tracks are very good and that's why I'm surprised they didn't have more success with that. And they pretty much kept doing that up until today with a few alterations along the way, like for example leaning more towards heavier, more riff-based music like on the albums Overload or my personal favorite Hope, or leaning more towards a more commercial sound like Higher, or balancing it perfectly like on the Weight of the World. Now I have somehow missed out on the previous album United, I don't know why, but the new album Change the World came out a couple of days ago. As of now I've heard it 7 times, so let's dive right into the review. The opening track, which also happens to be the title track, Change the World, is that typical Harem Scarem like melodic rock / pop rock song, but it has an excellent chorus and I like that it pushes the formula a little bit. Aftershock continues in a similar way with yet again a very good and fresh sounding chorus. Searching for Meaning has that late 90s, early 2000s pop rock vibe. It's again very solid tune and it has a great guitar solo by Pete as per usual. I really like that serious and epic riff of the Death of Me. And then we have kind of like traditional Harem Scarem like chorus. Probably I would prefer a chorus much more in tune with the initial riff in terms of the seriousness and mood, but it's still a very good chorus, and I like the contrast that it creates once it goes back to the main riff. Mother of Invention is a piano-based pop-rock ballad. I like that groovy beginning, almost like from a detective movie, of the song No Man's Land. In the Unknown is another solid pop tune, like from those mid-2000s teenager movies. Ride in My Head is an up-tempo rock song with such a catchy and memorable chorus, and actually most of these songs are immediately hummable. Know Me Without You is a slower track, again with a very pleasant chorus. Fire and Gasoline, I kind of don't know what else to say. It's another really great song with a brilliant chorus. Probably my favorite song of the album is the final track, Swallowed by the Machine. I like the serious tone of it, and there's a very cool U2-ish guitar part after the second chorus. Storms and clouds will blind your destiny. We all have dreams, we all have doubts. Be careful what you feed and don't get swallowed. It's very hard to keep writing these pop rock songs where the main focus is on a catchy melody, because there's a very thin line between writing these great catchy songs and writing these really cliche songs based on predictable 100 times before used progressions. And while not avoiding it 100%, Harem Scarem managed to keep it interesting for the most part all these years. And pop rock is pretty much a genre where it seems like every song that could have been written in this genre has been written, but this new album just proves me wrong, and I really love this record. And Harem Scarem have yet to release a bad album. Definitely, if you have never heard about these guys, check the new album out. I think it may be a pretty good starting point, and then be sure to check out Mood Swings. You can thank me later. So have you heard the new album already? You can let me know in the comment section below whether you agreed or disagreed with me. If you are a Harem Scarem fan, you can let me know how well do you think it compares to their previous albums. Maybe which one is your favorite one. You can follow me on Facebook or on Instagram. You can find the links to both in the description of this video below. If you like this video, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. You can check out my own original music, my live performances, my worst to best series, and quite a lot of other reviews as well. Thanks a lot for watching.